Hey guys, Jerry Berg, the Poor Historian here, bringing you the latest Poor Historian review for one of the newest toys to my collection. That would be this cool little thing right here. This is the BladesUSA medieval sword. It's not a medieval sword. It's actually a 16th century and into the 17th century parrying dagger, also known as a Keon dagger or Quillen dagger. Also known, and I'm probably going to get the pronunciation wrong, as a Main Gauche, which is often paired with the left hand, where you have a rapier in the right hand. I thought this was really cool, and I got it as a gift for the holidays, and it does come down to definitely a qualifier for the Poor Historian reviews. Currently it's up there for $24, including shipping. I've seen it as low as $21, and honestly this is a very good deal for that. So what I have is so let's start here. I always like starting with the first impressions, and honestly this first impression of this thing is beautiful. I pulled it out and I thought, holy cow, someone spent a lot of money on me for the holidays. Then of course, upon second glance, I realized just that it wasn't. But the fact being, it looks good. It looks high quality, which is something that does not often come with these Poor Historian reviews. So let's start with the scabbard here. It does have this nice metal, and it is metal. It is not like a thin, copper or something that you might see on Poor Historian reviews. It's a very thick, so we can get that angle there, thick steel cap here. It does have something similar up at the top as well. And then I'm fairly certain that this is pleather or fake leather, but man, it doesn't feel like that. I mean, it feels like real leather, which is good. It's not like the fake leather that you will see on some of the swords that come from Pakistan that you see on all the scabbards. Haha, I do have one behind me. I'm sure I can just look down anywhere in my house and I'd find one of these scabbards. One of these is what I'm talking about, where the leather just looks gross and kind of nasty. This is a dirty one, but this one feels and looks like real leather, and in fact it might be. I'll see if the review has, or the description of the item has any details on the matter. It's sewn up, which is very nice. So honestly, the scabbard is actually very good, and it's solid. It's not loose. There's something in here, be it plastic or wood, I'm not sure. I'm not going to take it apart to find out. Keeping this solid, it's not loose and flapping around, which is also good and also uncommon for Poor Historian swords. One negative thing though, it does come sharpened, and this is stainless steel, so you do not pretty much ever want a stainless steel sharpened blade. That's just warning flags all over the place. It's definitely for a tourist or a collector who doesn't really know much about sword quality. It does also say, see if we can see it here, China, which is cool. Not most of my swords come from Pakistan. Some come from India and some from Spain. Not too many come from China, but this one does, which is pretty neat. I also did not like the kind of cliche modern tourist sword blade style where it has this kind of little, I don't know what you call it, little ricasso down at the bottom, then it thins out. But then I looked through my digital collection and I found that there actually is a dagger from the period that has a similar blade to that, so I'm not too worried about that. So I did want to get to the crossguard too. This is just beautiful, beautiful crossguard. The crossguards themselves, the Keons, are very solid. It's very nice, and the ring that's attached to it is on one solid piece. Then we get to the grip here, and in the past I've done reviews of swords that look like they are wire wrapped grips, but they aren't actually. This one may actually be legitimately wire wrapped, which is pretty cool. For the life of me, I cannot take this pommel off. I've been trying to unscrew it all day. I'm sure it's held on with glue or something. But that's also another positive for this thing, that I cannot easily take the pommel off and unscrew it to see what's inside of it. But at the end of the day, this is just a beautiful handle. And when you have daggers like this, or parrying daggers, the handle is really what you're looking at. in terms of how it looks and how it would add to your impression, and essentially, if you're educating, what the talking points are about this. I love this. I was very, very, very pleased with this weapon. I feel like this is what I wanted to talk about, the top of the crossguard, I'm sorry, the top of the scabbard here. It does have a very modern looking top where it just has a teeny little slit in there that the dagger slides into, and then of course it has the weird little thing where the sword fits into the dagger, or sword fits into the scabbard. Wow, I keep messing that word up. But it's still, nonetheless, it's very cool. Picturing this on your left side or your right side, however you want to carry them. But basically picturing this as a part of your kit or hanging on your wall, it is much higher than expected for the just over $20 cost that it is there. Very pleased with it. And I'm going to actually take a look at BladesUSA to see if they have anything else similar to it. One minor thing that I did want to point out, right here where the leather meets the metal part here, there's a little bit of plastic sticking down. I'm really not going to knock any points for that, because I'm sure if I wanted to take a pair of tweezers and pull that out, I could, and it would look fine. But I did want to point that out. It is all solid and very well held together. One other negative that really isn't going to do too bad with it, it came with a box, and the box said medieval dagger on it. It's like cliche, definitely from overseas box that this came in. So I'll post a picture of that too. But for now, I did want to make this just a short, sweet little review. Check out the grades afterwards. I like this piece. This is going to get an unusually high grade for the Poor Historian swords. Until next time, see you then.